But I asked the question: if we start at a very simple bit, there's a seniority and a priority in the quality of our educational results. You know, we have our GCSEs. In our career journey, they perhaps get trumped by our A levels and BTECs, and that probably gets trumped if we go to university by our degree. And then we go on into our career, and we set a degree level, and we say we're going to ask you to study this topic for 3 years, and we're going to assess your competence and grip in that, which is a broad range of understanding based on a series of written tests and opportunities for you to write essays and talk to your lecturer and instill confidence in your understanding of the subject. And we're going to say that's a really, really important topic. And then you might go off and do your master's or your doctorate. And if you do your doctorate, you're going to go away and write about it for a year or probably longer. And then you're going to sit down in front of a panel and you're going to talk about what you know. And based on that outcome, you become Dr. Al. Who'd have thunk it? That's not going to happen. And yet we wind the clock back to something less important, like an A-level or a GCSE. And we say, hell no, we couldn't possibly judge you that way. You've got to remember everything up there, and we're going to test you in 2 2-hour windows. And it's as high stakes as that. And so there's an element that when we then go to the workplace and we're now paying you a salary to do that job, we don't say we're going to test you at the end of the year, Stephen, and give you a written paper on how well you're doing in your new role. We take it based on our observations and our judgments and iterative conversations throughout the journey. So the first change, I would argue, is not that we don't know how to test or assess. It's that we haven't yet figured out a way to do that within an education system without undermining the role of the educators.